Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Living Shadow Tarot. How bees ya? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing swell. This is going to be the weekly twin flame reading. Uh, okay, so I do feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I need to say something because I talk to when I talk to people about this particular thing, I always feel bad because I've done so much research on it. Because I've wanted to be in one so bad, but you know, so just take it as a grain of salt. I don't do love on this channel. I don't do love in general. Um, just like I mean, I love all the people, but I'm saying I just don't do relationships in general because you can't. I mean, literally, if I want a relationship, everybody goes and fucks somebody else. So, like, oh, I guess we're not doing that. And that's literally how it always goes. So, um, I focus on the mission, though. We do, as divine people, have a mission to accomplish, things to do, uh, you know, things to get accomplished around the world. So, it does start with healing yourself, so do take this time to heal yourself. And I'm going to pull cards here for the people who are in this twin flame dynamic to focus on their mission. How can they heal themselves? How can they focus on healing the world? And I do apologize if you are looking for the love message or the reunion message. It's just that, yeah, I'm not the best person to deliver that to you. I'll just put it that way. I'm not the best person to do that. So I will definitely help you any way I possibly can, any way the spirit allows me to do what I can to get you on the right path for the mission. So, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Coins, Conqueror of Coins. This is asking about taking the time to go and plan out what it is you want to, where it is we're going to go. It's taking action, right? It's going about with the earth. Five of Cups, well, yeah. Page of Cups, Eight of Swords, yeah. Okay. So, I was getting this message earlier. And if you like the sound in the background, this is my new subliminal. It's called the Curse Breaker, okay? Because I feel like we all just need a curse to be broken up off of us, okay? And break all the curses up off of me right now, okay? So, if you want to listen to this in depth, go to my other page, Shadow Subliminals. Link is in the description below, okay? We got Five of Cups, Eight of Swords, and the Page of Cups. Yeah. So it's an emotional wreck, really. Boy, how accurate! Hello, emotional wreck, Eight of Swords, stuck in it. Oh, hello, Page of Cups, and it's like someone's trying to. I'm really so you may be trying to figure out how the other person feels in the connection. And my question is this: are you figuring out how you feel in the connection? Because, if you worry about what they got going on, are you worried about what you got going on? And I'm not saying that to be snarky, but I'm saying that as I look at these cards here and feel this energy. We got the Queen of Pentacles, Two of Cups, and the Tower. Yeah. This is, wow. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Right? So, we have a Queen and a Knight. They don't really add up, right? So there's a Knight here. Doesn't know how to feel. Is kind of trapped. And is really trying to want to know how the other person feels, but they can't even figure out how they feel and express their own feelings. So it's like you got to figure that out first, okay? Then we got the Queen of Pentacles here, who's juggling something, but won't be juggling anything for long because there's a tower coming to remove the juggling, right? Like I said, there's a mission. So, this is... Well, I don't mean to be mean or harsh or anything like that, but like I definitely just feel like an energy in it may not be in our particular like this channel's collective, but in the Twin Flame collective, as to where there's so many different stories and things that's going on because different and it seems to be I mean, of course, a feminine could have problems as well, but I'm saying it seems to be mostly the masculine issues in a lot of the readings that I have seen. Maybe that's just directed towards. Maybe that's just the ones I've been guided to see. Because I know I have a friend and she watches some, and they're all like a little bit different. Okay, but like, you know what I'm saying, we all have different paths and journeys, right? Where this is supposed to be understanding the connection deeper. But the point of it, the point of what I'm trying to say is that if you're too busy trying to juggle juggle too many things, it won't work, and the things that are not needed get less time, you know? Or Spirit prioritizes for you. I'll put it that way. Spirit will prioritize for you here, right? Because the star still needs to shine with or without you, basically. No matter what. The star still needs to shine. So there's the Chariot. So it feels here like there's the masculine energy who is like distraught, doesn't really know how to feel, is wondering how the other person is feeling, and there's the feminine energy here who is like having to redo their priorities, basically. Okay, that's basically what I'm seeing here. So there's 4 cards for the masculine, 3 for the feminine so far, but I'm getting here both like this Seeker of Cups is kind of both of you guys. Both of you guys want to know how each other feels, but yeah. It's a lot of energy. This is not like Twin Flames are different than my regular. For me, at least, I don't know. It's a lot when I do these. So don't mind me. 7 of Cups, yeah. Other options. They say yeah, other options. You Chariot getting pulled to other options because it's like okay, so these are not necessarily people, but these are other things to do with, you know, other ways to spend your time. You can spend other ways with spend your time doing other things besides worrying about another person, right? Not to be mean, but I'm just saying it because that's not giving you emotional fulfillment here, right? You want emotional fulfillment, and so it's like you can't look for it in the other person to give it to you, especially because, and this is my own personal, in my opinion, in my personal findings, they never give it to you. So I don't know. That's a curse I would like to break. I would like to not have. I would not like be bitter towards love, but if I keep getting or whatever, I literally, I feel like I literally keep walking and finding trash. Like I'm literally walking into the dumpster or like the junkyard and picking up something that I thought would be nice, and it turns out it's probably the worst thing that was actually in the whole freaking junkyard to begin with. So, newsflash, people, the twin is you. How's that for something? Oh my god. That's what I'm saying. I don't think I'm really in one of these. I had to read because I was like, that cannot. There's nothing divine about that. That's just garbage. That's not divine. That's demonic. I don't know what the what that is. Eight of coins. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so there is a deep work that we're gonna get back on doing. Thank you, Spirit, for distracting me because I was about to. I'm trying to balance out this Libra moon, y'all. It's rough out here. Okay, it's rough out here, and people, whatever. Oh, the 2 of Swords, of course. 2 of Swords. Knight of Swords. 9 of Cups. Knight of Cups. Wow, we got, what, 3 knights out here? 3 knights and a queen. Maybe I need to be divine feminine again. 3 knights and a queen? Hold on. 4 cups and 6 of wands here. Yeah. 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 It's the lack of expression here. So it's not necessarily some you guys like the way I can't even speak right now. I think it's describing the communication issues that are here. And because it's like you both are trying to figure out how each other feels, but at the same time, neither one of you refuses to speak how each other feels. You know, I don't. Yeah, that's really what I'm getting here with this. It's like, and it's not even that you don't want to speak. It's that you don't want to be direct. Like, I'm really feeling like the soap opera thing here again, and I was trying to. This is why I was avoiding the love part of this reading, because every time I be watching, it's like a freaking soap opera. I cannot. Okay, where it's like, Timmy, why do you talk to me that way? It's like instead of just saying like I don't want to cut off the bullshit, you like want to add more bullshit. I don't understand. So then we got 9. I don't. We got 9 of Cups and Knight of Cups, where it's like expressing your feelings here. It's like I don't know. I mean, you see what I just said earlier about how I was feeling about everything. So I don't know if you need to hug a tree or whatever else you need to do. Okay. But I'm straight up telling you, it's like you want this person, but you're not even happy with them. Okay, let me tell you what is really coming out right now. After I did that last shuffle, what was really starting to fly out. Okay, here's the Hierophant. Okay, here's the spiritual teacher mode, apparently. This is how we're doing this. I'm still trying to figure out how this stuff works sometimes. Okay, this is how we're doing this. Spiritual teacher mode. Relationship guru, whatever, even though we just going to ignore past the other part. Anyway. You want this person back, but you're not even happy with them. So why you want them back for? But the thing about it is, you probably could be happy with them. You're not happy with them because you're not happy with yourself. You're not happy with yourself because you don't like your situation. But you just like, okay, so... But you keep juggling on how to change your situation instead of doing a thing to change it. So Spirit's going to change it with this Tower. You know what I mean? And this is not for everybody. Okay, like I said, I don't even feel like I'm on the board. I feel like I got kicked out, okay? Like, I was already severely rejected, okay, with the 4, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, that's, as I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, understand this is from Spirit. The Spirit is trying to give you this. If you are resonating with what I'm saying so far about the cards have came down and not my particular personal situation, if you're resonating with this, please understand that they're trying to tell you that you, first of all, we have Divine Masculine over here who needs to just express himself open, honestly, directly. And then we have Divine Feminine over here who is blinded to the fact that they don't know what step they want to take next in their own life. The only step they're thinking about is trying to take a step with Divine Masculine's life. Okay? And I do get there's some feminists out there in the collective who are not about that life. Maybe that's me. Apparently, I'm that side of that collective. This is not. I'm not. This reading doesn't have any like traces of that in it to me. This is about someone who's like pining after somebody Okay, like it's like if you really are pining, and I get it, and I truly, truly do get it. Like if you actually have someone who's really, really good for you, I can understand why the pining. You know, okay. I apparently attract demon boys, so I don't. No. Let me get two cards to close this out. I'm just trying to like to make a distinct difference, like because I feel like there's so many people. I don't want to tell you, oh, never talk to this person again. But at the same time, it's like I do want to tell you, don't worry about talking to them as much as you worry about, paying worry about paying your light bill before you worry about what he's doing over there, or worry about cleansing your space, but you worry about what he's doing over there. Think about yourself first and then worry about whatever he's doing over there. And for divine masculines, if you're watching this, it feels like to me it's like you were so bogged down with just, I don't even want to say insecurity, because I don't feel like it's insecurity as much as it is fear of not necessarily rejection, but fear of self-expression. It's like you're afraid to be honest about who you are. And if you may be afraid to be honest about who you are with the people that you're around, okay? But if you're afraid to be who you are around those people, then those people are not the people you should be around. And I'm just saying it as honestly as I possibly can. Because that's just what it is. That's how life is. We leave people all the time. There's people I'll be cracking up because I will go get a reading for myself because I like another perspective besides just me reading a card on myself. I sometimes need to hear from some other voice too as well. I get further confirmations even if I do a reading on myself. I'm just saying I like a lot of reassurance. Okay. I like a lot of reassurance, a lot of direct reassurance, a lot of direct, honest reassurance. Will be manifesting check after check after check, coming to me direct, check after check after check. Okay, but what I'm saying is that you worry about what all these other options are. Like look at the eyes looking at the cups. Like you're looking at the cups, wondering all these different feelings about all these different things. But then with this nine of cups, the actual emotional fulfillment, the wishes, ain't no eye over here. There's a wishbone and some rose petals. Okay? You got your wish. The wishbone's in the middle. I don't know if it comes off on cameras. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't know if there's anything that someone can say to you to make you understand something. This is literally, it's like you're to the point where I'm really getting with these swords and these cups. You've overthought yourself to the point where now you're over feeling yourself. And not in like the feeling myself good kind of way. It's the like you overthought yourself into a tsunami. I don't know if you guys know about elements. Okay, so um air and water mixed together can create hurricanes. It can create tsunamis. It can create typhoons. It's not just like an easy breezy day on the beach. And you've overthought yourself with that thought pattern. So many different thoughts running through your mind. I'm just saying like sentences, words, maybe things you were trying to type out, maybe things you were trying to write out, and they're just buzzing through your mind constantly. Things you're trying to say, whatever, trying to say how you feel, and you say how you feel to everybody else, but to the person that you feel it towards, which doesn't make sense. I don't understand. Like, and this is the person I'm like the person I'm feeling right now talks to like a bunch of different people, and that could be inside their head or outside of their head. You know what I mean? Like you may be having like 5-way conversations deep inside your head when you're not talking to somebody outside your head because you don't. It's like, and the only thing to really stop that is to just say it to the person that you're actually trying to say it to. You know. Let me get 2 more cards for Divine Feminine here on her side. Because I really want to say something, but I'm going to wait until I'm going to get these other 2 cards before I say what I want to say. Because I don't want to be mean. I really don't want to be mean. I'm really trying my best to be as helpful as I possibly can. We got 10 of Swords, and it came out in the reverse. I don't hold it in reverse, but it came out in reverse, which means that Divine Feminine, you've already overthought yourself to death, right? And so it's like you are feeling him overthinking. Well, it doesn't have to necessarily be a male. I'm just saying this is the energy, the divine masculine energy. So, but you're feeling masculine energy overthinking. You've already overthought, right? It's like you've already defeated the overthinking beast in some sense. So maybe this is for the other side of the feminines, or maybe this is where we're getting to. But it's like you've thought so much that you thought yourself. Yeah. So we got King of Wands. You thought yourself to the point where you're like, I don't know. I feel like you see there's so much potential in this person who doesn't see potential in themselves. And I feel like they see you over here and they can't possibly tell you how you have made them feel, but the fact that they don't tells you need to get the fuck on. And they're trying to be like, no, don't get the fuck on, I just won't speak to you. And you're like, that's gonna make me get the fuck on. But then I'm getting it's like a back and forth like typhoon thing. I don't like, it's like a real mixture, right? It's a real mixture here. I'm gonna pull more cards. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really trying to like I'm getting it and I'm understanding the way that it's supposed to be, right? But so we like I feel like there's 2 groups. There's a group that is understanding the different similarities between them and their person, and there's a group that's understanding the vast differences between them and their person, right? And I feel like there's a little bit like an in between a little bit, but there's like a big. It's like you all both see that you're good for each other, but over here there's an energy of I don't want to say that until I know. Like it's like you now require certain things, okay, but you haven't expressed what you require and why you require it, which is the problem I think for the masculine side. For the feminine side, it's like you are trying to figure out how to do so many different things and win in so many other areas. Or not even other areas. It's more like you're trying to figure out how to be like a communications expert. But the whole while, it's like... Ooh, excuse me. Being like stopped up. Like you don't feel like you have the confidence to even communicate the thing. So it's like both. It comes down to a communication issue, but it's on 2 completely different. Oh my god! It's like 2 complete. So it's like you're afraid to say, "Fuck you," you know. If you don't act right, I don't know what to do. Because I want you to act right, but you just like refuse to. And masculine over here is saying, "Well, fuck you. I feel so great around you, but I don't know how to feel, cause you're like slowly rejecting me, 4 of Cups. But you're being rejected because you're not you're being wishy-washy. Like, you're not, um, what's the word? It's like you don't come through clearly. I'm just, well, that was a hello. It's like you're not coming through clearly. You know what I mean? It's like if you're playing this back and forth game, it's like, you know what I'm saying, like you may be playing a game, right? Or masculine energy may have been playing a game with you. And this is what makes you confused because you're like, because so I'm explaining to you this way, the best way I can, right? Um, Women test, men play games. Will you still love me if I did this, this, and this, and this, and this? Oh, if you still love me if I do all these things wrong. Now, some men will be like, oh, let me act right. Some men are just like, oh, I'm going to just keep doing wrong, you know? But women are more like, okay, so let me see how you do this, this, and this before I let you around this person of mine, you know? Or let me see how you operate over here before I involve you in this section of my life, right? And it's like both for the same reason, but it comes off in two completely different ways. Because it's like while you're testing to see if this person is worthy of your time and attention, this person is trying to see how much they can do to you without you leaving. And that's like the opposite way of discernment. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the opposite way of going about doing something. If you Because at this point, if you do it that way, and here's the thing, is that people think that's like, oh, the real ride or die people stay through and do all the toxic shit with me and just let me drag them down. No, that's the toxic people stay. Okay, not the ride or dies. The ride or dies are the people who are gonna help you when ain't nobody else helping you. They're gonna try and lift you up where everybody else is trying to be on the energy that you were on, trying to bring everybody down. Okay, the real ride guy is gonna come in and say, okay, so you're around a whole bunch of people who are trying to bring you down. You got to get up out of that, you know, so you can live and be happy. And it's like masculine. It's like you think happiness is a problem or something. Like it's like, and I'm not trying to like put this on you or anything like that, but this the energy I'm really getting here. I hope this helps somebody out there. But it's like the energy I'm feeling from this section is the energy of, oh my gosh, so you mean to tell me if I treat this person right, or if I treat somebody right when I meet them and actually like am direct and honest and truthful and everything like that, it can really be something magical, right? And now the feminists over here like, yes, that's kind of the whole freaking point, is that if you would, if you treat someone right, chances are you get treated back right, whether or not this person is supposed to be with, like, in any type of relationship in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like this, I'm getting this like teaching. It's like teaching you guys about all relationships in your life, not just the romantic ones, not just this particular one, but about all of them. Right? If you approach all of them with love, joy, and harmony, then you'll get that back in return way more than you get the stupid, games and manipulation and stuff. But it's like masculine. It's like you approach everything in such a gamey, manipulative way. You don't even realize that that's all you keep getting back, because that's all you keep putting out instead of just being direct and honest. I feel like I'm back on Fixing Nigga Friday. What in the world is this? I hope that helps somebody, because I'm really am just trying to just vibe off of whatever I'm feeling and just go with it, because I don't. These twin flame readings, I was starting not to do them, and my friend convinced me, so I'm trying to help. I hope some resonates. I hope some helps somebody out. If you made it through this video or not. Yeah, the wildling. Ooh. So the wildling, this to me is speaking about merging the wild side, which is like I want to do things and be free with your a little bit more controlled side, in a sense, right? Where it's like I was getting this a lot too, because I do have a new subliminal also called Control Yourself, which is for self-control, because some people do not have self-control. I am realizing as I am doing these. Some people really somehow do not have self-control. I don't understand it. That's not me. I have probably too much self-control. Okay, which is part of my problem, if we're being honest. But it's like some people just have none, and so I put that on there. But I was, because it's about like controlling what you feel, but freely expressing how you feel. Okay, so you like if someone does something to you, you know you're in control of your own actions and your own thought process and your own emotions of how you feel about it, how you take it, and how you internalize it, right? And you also should be able to freely express how you feel, how you and how you've internalized it, the actions that you've taken. Like this, so it's like a confusion of the two, right? Where it feels like people can feel it's like either you feel like you can't feel it and express it, or you feel like you are feeling it and expressing it, but it's not like of okay, let me take stock of what okay, let me stop and take stock of whatever this person said. Think about how I feel with that, and then express that freely. Like control how I feel, but then freely express it. It's like that type of thing. I don't know. I'm hoping this helps, but that's what it really feels like. It feels like an energy of like knowing the difference between those two, of like controlling how you feel, what action you take, what thought you have. Like if someone does something and you have a negative thought about that so deeply, then you're not. It's, you know what I'm saying. But you try not to express that. It's like I don't know. I mean, you gotta just do how you know what I'm saying. Like the truth sets you free. Okay, I told the truth at the beginning of this video, so that's just what it is. I feel a lot better speaking the truth. I don't know if it helps anybody out there, but I'm hoping it does. Wishing and praying it does. It just is that energy that like saying how you feel, but also understanding that how you where like having emotional intelligence, understanding like where the emotion comes from, and then expressing it. Right? Maybe we're all just getting a very deep lesson in emotional intelligence right now. I think that's like the golden thing. That's like the Aquarius thing is emotional intelligence, but then they don't like to actually feel the emotions themselves, so it's a little weird. Um, I'm gonna pull a lot of cards today. I do want to let you all know if you have made it this deep into the reading, um, going forward, I do have some new things in my shop. Crystals are coming next month. I'm gonna have crystals. Also, I'm gonna start a daily read for April. So we're gonna see how that goes. It's just gonna. Actually, I'm probably just gonna start that starting tomorrow. So just go straight into April. So it's just going to be a quick little blah, 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 blah. So in case I'm not doing your zodiac sign that day, you still have something to watch and still have something to catch the collective with and blah, blah, blah. It's not going to necessarily be twin flames. It's just going to just be whatever comes up. And yeah, so say that. So look for that tomorrow. Okay, look for that tomorrow if you're watching this when it first got uploaded, or if I'm still doing it at the time that you're watching this, look for that tomorrow because it's a daily read. Oh, trying to take on more stuff. Yeah, we got Ace of Cups and Justice. So you do get a fair new start with love if you putting in the. I feel bad saying putting in the work all the time. But that's really what it's like. It comes to as it's like if you do the thing that Spirit asks of you, you'll get the rewards that they promised you. But so many people I feel like are out here that want the reward without doing any of the work, and that's the part that I love the work with the people who are doing the work because or who want to do the work because it's really helpful and nice to see how we do things. Yeah, Two of Cups. Yeah, so definitely. Okay, so if you're worried about the love portion, don't worry about the love portion. Okay, this person's still in love with you. This person's still in love with you. Y'all just don't know how to talk to each other. Okay? And maybe y'all don't know how to talk to each other because you both got too much going on in your own individual lives that you need to sort out before you can try to come together. Because right now y'all on two different wavelengths, and it's like, um, do you know how on the Peanuts with Snoopy the dog and everything, how it was always like the kids can talk to each other just fine, but the parents were always like wah 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 wah. It's like you're like that. It's like you guys are both talking to each other, but you don't understand what the hell each other is saying. It's like womp 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 womp. If you understood whatever the hell I said, please let me know, because I don't even know what the hell I said. Okay, I just was looking, I was like, wait, I'm still a womp womp. Okay. That was a channel womp womp for somebody. Oh my gosh. Oh, the Nine of Cups flew right back out again. The Chariot flew right back out again. The Six of Cups flew. Oh wait, the Six of Cups went out. I had Six of Swords. Oh, the Nine of Swords flew out. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So this is kind of a reconfirmation if you needed it. Nine of Cups, the Chariot. Okay. Six of Cups, Nine of Swords. Don't worry about the reunion. You worrying about the reunion causes you to overthink, causes the reunion to not happen. Ignore. They're not saying ignore the 3D here. But we really do not have any, there's not much earth down here. There's not much happening on the 3D. So, you could be by yourself at this moment, right? And it's like you're going through all this stuff, but you don't really know what you're going through, or how to even express what it is you're going through, because you don't have the physical representation showing you what the other person is going through, right? Which I'm really catching is a lot of the problems with these. Is that like if you don't have the physical person in front of you and you feel one of their feelings, like empaths usually, I mean, yes, we do have premonitions and things like that, but we usually have, it's like around us type of thing, right? This is something you can feel even if they're nowhere near you, nowhere around you, nowhere in your vicinity. And so it's like hard to put these feelings as to, who did what, where, and how, when you don't see the evidence in front of you. So let's hope and wish and pray for more evidence up there as well. Manifesting more evidence coming down to the 3D about the connection. More communication, clearer communication coming down to the 3D about the connection with the people in the connection, to each other in the connection. More clear and direct communication. We have the Magician here, which is why I start talking about manifesting. So these are some different clues. I'm gonna, I'm trying to drop some hints, I guess. Okay. Three of Cups. Yeah, about the reunion, reconciliation. Eight of Cups. Two of Wands. Eight of Swords. Yeah, here we go. Because right now, it's like you have to it's like you've had to, both of you probably have had to emotionally check out in order to really start going towards your future, right? Because you can't, it wasn't working if you were both too deep into it. It's like you guys were drowning and you needed to get out, you needed to breathe, right? But you felt like you couldn't just, yeah. Give me one last card. Give me one last card. I hope I'm helping. I really do. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. Y'all, and then y'all worried about money. That's a whole nother issue. Okay, so that's going to be a whole nother reading, I guess. I feel like, Because I really feel like someone is really worried about money and stability. No, we're just going to do it in this one. It's going to be the longest reading in Methuselah, apparently. But I'm just going to I just want to get everything cleared out right now. I don't. I'm so sick of hearing, of being confused. I want everything cleared out right now. So, help me, Jesus, Lord, Holy Spirit. Give us some clarity, please. Supreme, divine, ultimate clarity, where there's no guessing, no questions, no nonsense, just clarity about the money situation, especially. Okay? And for the Twin Flame Collective out here. Because I feel like people are stuck on money. Money is definitely something that feels like it's like a part of this relationship in a sense. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles in the world. And I'm looking at it like that because I have the deck upside down by accident. So that's my fault, y'all. But so someone's partially waiting on karma. Okay. But I'm also getting here. It's just a long time that it is for the change, right? Because this is a fixed sign card for the world. Aquarius, Scorpio, even though Scorpio here is the eagle in this one. So, I do find that a little bit interesting. It's like, because the eagle is supposed to be like overseeing. There's Taurus down here and there's Leo down here, right? So imagine if the way I feel about it is like this, right? Everybody's going through a transformation. All the fixed signs are. But Scorpio is the sign of transformation. So as this eagle is like, if you imagine like an actual, like imagine a garden. It doesn't have to be Garden of Eden. For some people, they will probably just think of that. It doesn't matter. Just imagine like a garden, right? There's a bull, a lion, somebody who's getting water to, feed themselves, drink for themselves, probably offering some to the lion, offering some to the bull, whatever. Aquarius, they're humanitarians, right? There's an eagle above, overseeing, right? And it's like calling the siren, the Scorpio calls the siren and says, okay, you guys, we're going through a change, right? We're going through a deep change. Scorpio is a fixed sign, but we're also the sign of change. So we're the sign that's constantly changing. So we're usually, you see a lot of tarot readers will be Scorpios. A lot of psychic people will be Scorpios. A lot of people who help people out will be Scorpios because we are used to changing. We are the people who have to help other we I don't know, I don't want to say have to, but we're the people that people go to when they want help changing something, lots of the times. So I'm getting here with this world here is that it takes a long time for this change to happen. And if you are dealing with a fixed sign or fixed sign energy, you may want to ask a request for some help here to make that change happen, especially in your throat chakra, in your self-expression on both sides. Okay, I have New Beginnings candles that are aromatherapy for throat chakra. I think it's going to be in the description below for those. Okay, there's also a subliminal on my other page called Shameless and Sexy, and that's about it. It's like a combination of them will be for like self-expression. I don't have a just straight up self-expression one. I'll put it to you that way. Yeah, we got this. So we got this Nine of Cups came on in every single deck. Okay, this is definitely a wish fulfillment. It's in every single. I've pulled what 3 decks now, and this Nine of Cups keeps coming out. Every single one, this Nine of Cups comes out. This is definitely a wish fulfillment. You all definitely love each other, so don't question that. Okay. Question why it is that you have such a hard time expressing that love. Because that's really what this seems to be the issue is between y'all two here. Now, about this money situation, I'm still trying to figure that out. I didn't get a card for that yet. Oh, a star. Well, I think that answers that. Okay. Go with your divine purpose. You're the star. We got the star out twice. You look at all these cards who keep repeating themselves, okay? And it's the good ones, not the bad ones. Except for the 8 of Swords, which... now the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Wands. What are you? 9 of Swords. Well, that repeated itself. We don't want that card either. Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Swords. So, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. See here, okay, so this is what we get in here, right? So, as I was saying before about the detachment, right? Because we got the Eight of Cups that flew out and it came down in reverse, and the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords. You're so determined to not let this go because you feel like you're going to be so depressed if you relinquish control or relinquish the idea that this person is going like it. It's a control thing. It is a control thing, right? But it's a control thing of, oh my god, this person. Because I'm really getting here, it's like, if I stay, if I leave, then I'm never gonna, find anybody again, type thing. Or I'm never gonna feel a deeper connection like this. Like, no, there's deep connections out there. There are out there. Okay. Um, there's fulfilling connections that are out there. I guess is what I should be saying, right? You don't have to depend on this person for fulfillment, for emotional or any type of fulfillment. They're there to be an addition, not a substitute for. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like. So this is energy. This person I used to live by, who used to stalk me, which that's a whole other issue. He was always like, oh my gosh, I want like someone to be with, right? And I can vibe with that. I want someone to be with too. I feel it. And then it came. I was like, okay, so what y'all gonna do when you get together? And he basically was like, what you mean? We gonna sit here? I was like, and then do what? He's like, we gonna sit here and then do what? He's like, what you mean she gonna sit with me? And I was like, who the hell wanna just sit with you all day? You know what I mean? Like, I mean that's cute at some point, but maybe like a couple hours at the most. But who wanna just sit there with you all day and do nothing? Like, it's Ace of Pentacles and it's Ace of Swords is coming in, right? Because it's like, when you get up and go after what you want, because we got 3 nines here. This is all about yourself and being self-sufficient and self-reliant. Because 999 nines are about self. Okay, we're breaking over to 1,000 here. This is that energy where if you were to just okay, so let me go back and say it this way. So with that particular person, with that story, right? It was basically what I was trying to get at was, okay, so if only thing you have to offer is just sitting there with them, what are you adding to their life? You know what I mean? Because at that point, you're not, especially because I'm no tea, no shade, but Taurus people do this a lot. I don't understand that. It doesn't make sense to me. It's like it's the whole just quit your job and just lay here with me thing. I don't get it. That's a whole nother. Who got time for that and just sit there and be broke together? Who the hell? Like, who got time to just sit there and let the entire world just pass them by as they just look at each other without doing anything else in life? Like, you gotta do something else with your life. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens if you get bored of looking at each other? Then what do? I was raised by people who thought that was a thing. This is why I'm so anti. Like, I can't just sit here and just look at your face like all day long. I can't. Like, no offense, okay. If you have not already subscribed and you want to subscribe here to this madness, please do, because I would love it. Truthfully, the point I'm trying to get at with this is that I've seen so many times and I've heard so many people when they want something that are not clear about what it is that they want, right? You want this other person to experience your life with you, but when I ask you what you're doing to experience your life, and you're saying you're saying that, oh, I just want this person to sit with me as well, and there's no aspirations, no plans to do anything, da 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 da. Like, what's going on with you? And the only thing that's going on with you is you worried about another person. But the only thing that comes out of your mouth is something about somebody else and not yourself. I feel like it causes concern because then it gives off the energy that you're not thinking about yourself. And if you're not thinking about yourself, again, twin flame, newsflash, they're you. They're not thinking about you either. But if you are thinking about yourself, then they're thinking about you. And you're thinking about them. And you guys are both thinking about each other as a number two priority to yourself being number one. But if you're not thinking about yourself at all, then they're not worried about you at all either. If that makes sense. I'm hoping that makes sense. Because that's how it was given to me just now. I'm trying to just let it flow on out. Just let it flow on out. Especially the negative. Just flow right on out the body and just let it go. Just release it into the ethers. And no longer to return. Negative energy just leave and never ever return. You are blocked from re-entering the body. Okay. Because we got Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Swords here. So it's like there's stability. So this definitely could be money, and this is also the truth. This is the clarity that's coming in, right? If you hopefully you may have gotten some clarity from this video. If not, further deeper clarity is coming in. I always say, go get your other reassurances. Go get your other confirmations. You don't have to just watch me. Okay, I would prefer if you didn't just watch me and watch other people and got confirmation, so that way you don't think I'm just crazy. For real, because lots of these readings will tell you a lot of the same stories, okay? And different people are on different paths with this as well. So understand that your path may look a little bit different than someone else's path. Doesn't mean that doesn't mean you have to question the journey entirely, or that this person's even on the journey, or like oh, that person must not be on the journey. That person's not on the real. Like why you worry about what they got going on if your shit ain't fixed? And that's the thing. I'd be like questioning people. It's like, okay, so, and I get it. Like you may want to have a deeper understanding about this, but the only way you're gonna only way you're ever gonna understand, you can go to as many readers as you want to, but the only way you're gonna understand this other person is if you talk to the other person. Okay, you may need a mediator. I get that, but if you guys are not able to at least decide on getting a mediator together, because with this Two of Cups and these penguins, penguins mate for life. That's what this is. Penguins mate for life. Like, they find one mate and then that's it. Like, they don't... I don't know what else to say. Like, they, whatever do, they live their life, but they're, like, if they find another penguin that they like, and they're like, oh, well, this is the one I really want to, like, devote time to, right? I'm sure they probably have conversations. It's not like they don't talk to anybody else in their entire freaking life, but they really look for certain things. They're very picky, right? And this is about being picky. And it's about being picky with another person, but also being picky about yourself. What do you want from yourself? Because if you're not seeing it in this other person, chances are it's because when you look in the mirror, you don't see it from yourself either. If you're wanting this person to have better financial care, look at how you handle your finances in the areas that you can improve on yours. And it may not necessarily be a one-to-one comparison like that. But what I'm saying is that, nobody's perfect. Okay? Miley Cyrus, nobody's perfect. Or was it Hannah Montana back then? Okay, nobody's perfect. You live and you learn it. We're really going to go back to Disney Channel, apparently. But I don't know if anybody's resonating with this, if anybody's watching this reading, because I know this reading has got to be long by now. It has got to be long. Okay? But the truth and clarity around the situation seems to be what step or what are you doing to take the next step in your life? What are you doing to take the next step in your life? because there is a mission involved. And however you get involved with the mission, I think is this Ace of Pentacles. To be honest, I'm really getting, like, if you have not found out what it is that you want to do or how it is that you want to do it, they're gonna try and get that into you so you can get started on that. So you don't have to focus on the other person as much. Okay. Because like there's two of wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Like you see it coming in the future, right? And I'm feeling like you may be getting the downloads or maybe getting snips and pieces, and you may not understand what the snips and pieces lead to. I will vouch. Okay, and after this, I'm gonna end my TED talk after this. Okay, you guys. But I read cards before. Okay, I'm not like an avid. I wasn't an avid card reader before this. I read cards before. I knew a little bit. I know astrology a little bit. I knew a little bit. Then I got pushed to get on YouTube. Right, I didn't want to show my face. Still don't half the time. And I'm gonna be honest with you because now we're getting into some deep stuff. So I do have to take a puff for myself so I can handle it. Okay, before I get in this Nine of Swords energy, because I don't want that for my life. Okay. So, didn't want to be on camera. Then I felt the push to be on camera, right? Spirit push. Okay. It was like, you need to be on camera. People need to see your facial expressions, things like that. And then after I heard it from Spirit, I started getting clues and inclinations from other people. People who were around me who were nice, but they would be telling me something that Spirit had already told me. That was a further confirmation for me to just listen when I heard it for myself the first time in my own ears. Okay? So I started doing this. I don't know where it's going to go. Now I have a freaking business involving this. Literally. Okay? Buy a bath box. They work some wonders. I took one of these the other freaking day. It was great. It's probably why I'm over here like bippity boppity all over the place, right? Because I'm still kind of like washing away the old me a little bit because I had to get a deep wash. Anyway, because I was not trying to be in this energy, okay? I don't know who was around that was in this energy, but I was trying to wash that all away because I'm not trying to be in that at all. I'm just putting it out there again. But it was that I did not know where I was being led to. But the further you go into it, the less you even question it, because you feel like there's less of a need to question it, because everything is just starting to work out, and that's really what it is. A lot of people feel like things are just lucky and people are just lucky. No. People put in work, and especially on themselves, and the universe rewards them, right? When you put the work in yourself, okay? And it doesn't necessarily have to be a 9-to-5 job that you're putting in work at, right? A lot of people think that, people think work. They think, oh, I got to put in such and such many hours to get such and such back. That's not the case. And I feel like I'm a little bit different because I got broken from that a couple years ago from doing insurance, because I realized that there was one place I did insurance that I work 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, and get no money for, like, that was pissed the fuck off, okay? And there's another place where I worked at where I could work for like 3 days and I made my rent in like 2 of them, okay? Like, so there's a big difference in what it is, and it's when I was doing this other job, I wasn't with someone all day. I wasn't going by the rules of the day. I was literally working more upon who I was as a person, and casually meeting these people and talking to them about insurance and in between. So it's like that type of energy where I'm really catching that it's like you guys, you may be misthinking with this Ace of Swords with some clarity. I'm hoping I can provide as much of it as I can from my particular section here, okay? But it's like you're thinking about things in a sense that does not lead you where you want to go, okay? So your thought process, not that you're not thinking the right things, but you may not be thinking about it the right way, Out of mind, out of body is my shadow subliminal for expanding consciousness. Okay, you may want to listen to that a couple times. Okay, and I say that only because it feels as though when we talk deeply, when I even first started Twin Flame, the first thing that came up was, oh my God, this person, the connection, and it's like you're not thinking about yourself outside of this person, and that's what's making it unhealthy for you. Not that you don't not that you see yourself without this person in your life, but that you don't see yourself without. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta like see yourself with or without this person. What are you gonna do? Okay, and then figure out. And I'm saying that to say, um, like you can't plan your life with someone that you can't talk to. Point blank. Period. Because how can you plan to be with someone that you can't even communicate with, that you can't even be honest and direct and open with? And it feels as though right now it's like you're being confronted with that, right? But again, there you can you be honest and open and like be honest with yourself about some things and not beat yourself up about it, but just be honest and just be like, you know what? This is how I'm feeling right now. This is what's going on in my life right now, and it is what it is. What can I do to fix it? Not taking it so deep, so hard, so emotional, and not overthinking it to the point where getting this Nine of Swords energy, right? So in that way, when you're dealing with this other person, that it doesn't feel like it's such a emotional roller coaster between the two of you because you guys are both having one on your own. Wow. Woo! I know I feel better after doing this, but wow, what was this reading? I don't know. Let's get some chaotic cleanse up in here. Whew. Link is in the description box below. Okay, go to the Shadow Shop. That's on Etsy's down there for that, and then there's my site, and then I'm gonna be on a whole bunch of other things too as well. So you just find me everywhere you need to find me. Apparently, okay. New things coming up next month. On that note, I think I'm gonna be done because this is a lot. Okay. Please like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Okay. Yeah. Share the video if you think someone might benefit from any part of this. Okay. I know it's long. You may want to tell them which part to go to because this was mighty long. Just yeah. As I'm looking at this cards, I just feel so like it's an overall good feeling, but it's like there's so much fog, right? Fear, obligation, and guilt. And it's literally creating a mental fog for you with this Eight of Swords. You see how this fetus is like in a fog here? Or being surrounded, I guess I should say. It's like you're afraid of being vulnerable. You feel obligated to do all these different things that you're not quite really sure what it is. And then you feel guilty because you have to leave all these people behind and do some things that you're not even really sure what it is you got to do. But don't you see that's clouding your vision because you're having all these feelings about the stuff instead of just doing the stuff? Right? Because what happens, that's my last word, y'all. I promise. It's my last word. What happens is that Spirit sees these things. Spirit sees something coming before you, or something that they may be trying to give you here. Again, Ace of Pentacles. So you may be asking about money. In order to get to the money, you have to get rid of the things or the people that are trying to siphon the money from you. It could be both physical and energetic. Okay? But you are afraid of doing that because you don't know what life would be like if you sacrifice these people. You feel obligated to these people because it's like, oh my goodness, how are they gonna live without me? The same way they did before you showed up. The same way they did before you showed up, and the same way they will after you're gone. That's how they're gonna live without you. Okay, you're not saving them. You're enabling them. You're enabling them to be the same toxic people that they were, and you're not being the hero that you think you are. You're actually, here's the thing. Here's the other real plot twist in this. I had this in therapy too. So, not trying to hurt nobody's feelings and nothing like that, but you're enabling them. In essence, you're trying to come down and be their angel and be so sweet and kind and loving and taking care of all these different people. What you don't realize is actually you're being their devil, because you're letting them have an addiction to you and letting them do whatever and be whatever, so that you can feel like you're doing something and you're being nice and you're saving the day, where at the end of the freaking day all you're doing is really and letting them be toxic with no repercussions, because you want to take all the blame and put it on yourself, okay, for what they've done, but then you don't want to take responsibility for what you've done. How's that for some truth and clarity too? Okay, that's the energy I felt up in here. That was the word for somebody. I don't know who got what. Okay, if that was, take it however, take whichever piece of this resonates, however it resonates for you. Okay, but I definitely got that message in there as well. So you can see clearly. Okay, these are these things. These are the different elements of your fog in your mind. This is how you're gonna have to see clearly. These are these different little elements in your mind. This may not even be, if you're deeply into this person, you may not be going through this personal in your personal life right now, but you can feel it because you feel so many other people going through it, right? That's the thing out here, empaths. Like, even when the Rona happened, right? We may not have actually had, if a whole bunch of people died, you may not have had someone close to you die, but you still feel bad when somebody passes. You know what I mean? It's like, it's hard for us to turn off our hearts. And then once you turn it off, you kind of don't want to turn it back on again. It's bad. Okay. But when I'm saying, trying to figure out what, it was like a message, and it was like comment and stop. Maybe I'm not supposed to deliver this now. I don't know. Maybe I'm being nosy. I don't know. I'm doing the nose thing. I hope you all enjoyed this. This is your weekly twin flame reading. Hopefully next week it won't be so crazy, but this is some work within the connections, some work within ourselves, some work within all of it, and some missionary work too. But I really wanted to focus on the mission, but it didn't come out like that. It really just, it feels like we have a mission, and you may have your part to play, and Spirit's really trying to tell you what part you need to play in particular in your mission. So if you want to get a personal, link is in the description below. I do have shadow healing sessions, which would be like a Reiki healing session, okay, where we can go through align chakras, talk over problems, things like that. So do check the link for that as well if you want it live in person. We can work something out, or you can email me. My email, well, actually, I don't think my email is down there. If you want to do like a live, if you want to do like a personal reading and you want to do like a live personal, we can do that as well. Just let me know what you want to do or how you want to do it or anything like that. Okay, there should actually be a spot in the when you get a personal off the site, there should be a spot where it can click if you want to email the live. I don't know. If it's not there, it may not have gone live yet. I don't know, because I was trying to work on that. So, if it hasn't gone live yet, just, let me know. We can do that way. But, yeah. So, especially when we get deeper on the connection. Okay. Bye-bye.